Hello, and welcome to the Three Stitches podcast. I'm your host today. It's supposed to be Wednesday, but it's Thursday. Hubby stayed home Wednesday, and we had a lot to do, so I didn't podcast yesterday. This is episode 137. It's the end of March. Wow. How'd that happen? Oh boy, time just keeps on flying by. Sorry I didn't podcast yesterday, but life gets in the way at times, I think. Okay, so I'm your host for today, Knit a Little. Given name is Michelle, but I'm Knit a Little everywhere. Plurk, Google Plus, Ravelry, just about everywhere. Oh, missing Lindsay a little bit. Yeah, it was nice having her home, and it's kind of hard, when the kids go back to school. Catherine is on her spring break right now. Turns out she's very close to Webbs. So I said, go, 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 go. Go for me. Go to Webbs. I'll never get there. I know that. I mean, you always want better for your kids. Go to Webbs. I don't know. Maybe one day, hubby and I will just get in the car and take a lap around the United States. I don't know. Sky's the limit. For any of you who are just stopping by, please come stay a while. There's always room in my kitchen. And for any of you who are coming back, I love returning viewers. I think it keeps Catherine, Lindsay, and I going. If you weren't on the other side of the camera, we might do it for each other, but I don't know. It's always nice to talk to others. And my house is so quiet right now that I'm glad you're here. The kids are back at school. Yay! It was a week of craziness. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a kitty cat in here. There's a kitty cat in here. Maybe she'll come up on my lap. I don't know. She's quite skittish. She's been venturing downstairs. Yes, hello, Dixie. The dog is on the chair sawing logs, but if he wakes up, she will skedaddle upstairs really fast. She's a fast cat, I gotta say. But no, she doesn't want to come over here. I think she wants to keep her options for running open. Okay, what's been happening in my part of the woods? I think the gravity of the John's separation from his job is really hitting home. We have done a lot of talking, and we're hopeful that another job is around the corner. Thank you to everyone for contacting me, and it means a lot. It really does, because it just seemed like every time I got a message, it was during a lull where I kind of needed to pick me up. It's very hard, very, very hard to adjust to this for a different way of life. I mean, for our whole married life, John and or I have worked. And the older you get, the more aware you become that you are not as desirable in the workplace. That's very hard. Anyone who tells you that it's not, either they're better adjusted than I am, or they're not telling you the truth. Because just the daunting fact that you are putting what you've done for the last 30 years on a piece of paper and looking at it going, really? Really? This is it? You don't get credit for changing diapers. You don't get credit for staying up all night, and rocking a child who has colic. You don't have, on this piece of paper, there's no skills that somebody in the business world wants. I have raised children for the last 20 plus years. Oh my gosh. I put it on a piece of paper too, and it didn't hit me as hard as it's hitting me right now. And, it was a decision that John and I had made when we were expecting our first child, Catherine. One of us was going to stay home. John had the better job. Mine was risky at best. It turned out it was a good decision because we've had a very good ride with his job. So, I mean, there's really no regrets. Um, he's had a great longevity with this company. The separation could have been better, and his company could have handled it better. I mean, between you and I in the lamppost, yeah, it was stinky how they let him. They told him. But we are trying really hard to look on the bright side. And I kind of got a taste of what it's going to be like while John's home. Job searching. It's an adjustment. And I think I have a glimpse into how it's going to be when eventually we both retire. It is an adjustment. And I didn't know how much of an adjustment it's going to be. I'm independent. I'm totally independent. I don't have to tell anybody what I'm going to do. Okay, I clean the house. I have my own schedule. I have things I have to do outside the house. I don't tell anybody. I just go. I go do it. And then all of a sudden, John's been taking a couple of days off to kind of ease in to all the extra time he's going to have. And he's there. And I love him, and I love spending time with him. But it's like, dear, can you move? You're in my way. I'm going to go sweep the floor. Oh, really? I didn't know. It's like, well, it's Wednesday, dude. I have to wash the floors. This is my schedule. This is what I have to do. And move out of my way. I have dishes to wash. Move out of my way. And it just seems, through no fault of his own, what my own internal schedule is doing, he's there. And I said, hon, why don't you just pick a project around the house and go work on it? And he goes, well, I've always wanted to just putter around the house. Putter around the house. Is that what he thinks I do, is putter around the house? Dude, I work. I work in this house. Otherwise, you should see it if I don't work in this house. So, I think we're going to have to find a way of working with one another independently in the same house. And that's going to be a huge adjustment. I have been, for the last 10 years, I have thought, oh, it's going to be so nice to have John around the house when he finally retires. And I've been really jazzed about it. It's going to be nice to have him home. Yeah, it is going to be work to be able to coexist in a house, because I have had 20 plus years of doing it my way. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, I'm set in my ways. I never thought I was set in my ways. John said, hey, I'm going to help you with laundry. And I said, oh, cool. He knows how to do laundry. I don't ever have to ask him. But when he's gone to work, I do laundry first. I don't do it at noon. I have a load of wash in the washing machine as I'm taking kids to school. That's how it is. I'm not waiting till noon to do laundry because I hang up my clothes to dry. I'm burning that time. I can wash a load of clothes, put it in the drying rack, and I can have it off and folded by the time the kids go to bed. I mean, do I always get there? No, but that's the potential. No clothes are coming down. Okay, hey, dude, you said you were going to help me with the laundry. Where is it? Where's the laundry? I'm trying to be patient. And he goes, oh, I'll get to it. It's like, no, you don't understand. If you're going to help me with the laundry, then you should do it on my schedule. And then I realized it is affecting me. It's not affecting him. I should just let it go. When it gets done, it's going to get done. It'll be done the way he wants to do it, not the way I want to do it. And in that realization, I also realized how many things am I doing that he wants done differently, but he's letting go. Not many, but there has to be a couple. So the adjustment period has started. And if I have any hair left, by the end of it, it's going to be a miracle. And I am trying to be sympathetic to John's feelings right now because he is getting hit right smack dab in the face with reality. The reality is he is a middle-aged man, and the job market has moved on. I mean, I think we always knew that it wasn't standing still while he had a job, but we did not think that it had changed so much. It has. It has. We are looking at job postings, and it is daunting. And I'm trying so hard to keep John's morale up so he doesn't think that, there's nothing out there for him. And all by the way, I'm, also looking. I mean, even if it's a part-time job, it's going to help, and that's what I'm coming to the realization. I'm not going to get the perfect job. I'm going to get a job, and I'm going to really work at it and, contribute in a different way. And that's kind of daunting for me. I mean, for 20 plus years, where you see my habitat, this is my comfort zone. And I'm going to be pushing out of it. And I've come to the realization, living here in El Paso, I'm not a native Spanish speaker. So my prospects are that big. They are so very small. If I wasn't a Spanish speaker, I would be more desirable in the marketplace. I know that. I did not think that it would be any kind of problem, but it is. And it's my problem. I actively put Justin into a dual language program because in his job market later on, having a second language is going to be a good feather in his cap. And it also, I did a lot of research before I put him in the dual language class. And he's learning with both sides of his brain. I mean, what parent doesn't want their child to learn with both sides of their brain? I think when I looked at it, I'm going, there are so many pluses, and I see no minuses for putting my child in the dual language class. Why wouldn't I do this? It's offered. Take it. I kind of wish we also had that option when I was growing up. That would have been a great asset. And I think it shouldn't just be limited to a border city. I think through the United States there should be dual language classes offered throughout. If we really want our kids to excel, we've got to stimulate both sides of their brains. And trust me, a second language does not hurt. And it helps you later on. Okay, that is the end of my rant. That's what's been going on in my world. I've had a lot of down days because, I mean, normally I'm a very upbeat person, but just the daunting task that's ahead of my husband and I is really, it's almost overwhelming at times. And we've got to take it on head on and just do it. So this year, from here to January 1st, is going to be a lot of learning how John and I can deal with one another and still have a good nurturing relationship. That's really important. Secondly is, dealing with the job search and trying to put ourselves out there and re-engage the job market, which is it's crazy. It's super duper crazy. So, thank you for all the well wishes and all the messages. You don't know how much they meant to me, because every time I really had a really down day, there was either a message or, a private clerk saying, I know you're going through a lot, but I have faith in you. I know you and your family can do it. And we can. That's the one thing that I'm coming down to is we can. And if I didn't have knitting, I would be a basket case and I'd have no hair at all. I'm telling you now, I have no hair at all. I'd be on the floor because stressful moments, I pull out my knitting. That's all to it. I mean, growing up in the neighborhood that I didn't know I was going to need knitting as much as I do now. I'm glad I had a chance to learn as a kid. It's been a great companion all of my adult life. But if you hear of wildfires started by knitting needles in El Paso, that would be me. Because I have been really, really knitting. Basically just to keep the stresses away and to keep my mood up. I have to keep my mood up so I can keep John's mood up. Because if I don't think it's going to be very pretty. Okay, this is a knitting podcast. Yes, I know. Knitting podcast. Okay. I have to put that back. I had a couple of things that are finished, but I only have one here. And I only have one that I can really talk about. There's one that I finished that I can't talk about because it's a shawl that I designed, and I'm still thinking whether I should publish it or if I should just, keep it to myself because it's not that good. I don't know. I'm gonna ask some friends and see what they think, and if it's good enough, maybe I'll get it, test it, and get it out to you guys. I don't know yet. But I knit it in 2 days. Okay? 400 and some odd yards of fingering weight yarn, and I knit it in 2 days. Can that tell you what my day's been like? Yeah, at one point I was hiding in the bathroom. I'm like, I just need 5 minutes to myself, and the only place I can get it is in the bathroom. I went in the bathroom, and I just closed the door, locked it, knit. It only lasted 10 minutes, but I felt better when I left. So, the one I can show you, and there's a little story attached to this, and maybe, I'm going to hold this off till at the end when I show you enabling. So, I'm not going to show you finished objects first. Changing it up. Okay, my Elizabeth shawl. It has gotten some work. I'm nearly done with one skein of Knit Picks Shadow, and I have the other skein so I can tell you exactly what it is. Okay, it's Gypsy Tonal in the shadow, lace white yarn, and I pulled a Lindsay. I am done with a fair amount of charts. Okay, I am done with chart 4. I felt really good about that. But I had to put it down because the next chart, I just kind of need some space in my brain before I started chart 5. So this is the Elizabeth shawl by Dee O'Keefe. And I have knit her shawls before, and I've always loved how clearly written they are. But I'm going to try to show you the shawl, and I should be able to. Okay, this is the last chart that I did, and I did this is the orange showing up. Ooh, it's red. Trust me, it is red. Red, 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 red. Oh, here, hang on. I'm trying to show you to my computer. Just looks like a lot of bumps, doesn't it? Well, knitting it on size 5s, so I can always change it to my Knit Picks interchangeables with a nice long cord. So next week maybe I'll do that for you. And I will show you Elizabeth. Excuse me. Too much soda this morning. I needed caffeine. I needed to wake up. That shows it's so orange, but it's not. Maybe if I show it. Let's see over here. No. Okay. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Size 5, US 5, which it is 3.75 millimeters. High highs. Oh, I do love my high highs. And I had a conversation with Justin the boy. And he asked me why I no longer put my knitting in Wreck-It Ralph. I didn't want to tell him that I kind of feel foolish with Wreck-It Ralph and my knitting. And he had one of these faces, you know, the puppy dog faces that kids give you, like, please, I want you to do what I want you to do. Yeah. So, Elizabeth Shaw is in Wreck-It Ralph. And he is tickled pink. He's tickled pink. I don't know why, but he is. Happy, happy boy. And that's all that really matters. I'm putting it behind the camera. Okay, Cassandra. I had started Cassandra last week, and I've got a fair amount done. I've nearly got 400 yards done of this one too. And you will have to ask Catherine what this yarn is. I did another Lindsay. Oh, well, I can back this up real fast because this is a cable row anyways. And the Cassandra, and I had better look up the designer, is on size 4s. And don't ask me the millimeters. My brain is not accepting millimeters right now. I don't know why. If you want, I could probably look it up, but we'd be here a while because I am now tinking back through lace. And it's a small lace panel, but I can't tell you how much I have really, really enjoyed knitting on Cassandra. I have done cables, you know, on and off in a shawl, and I thought, yeah, it's okay. But cables and lace, I have found is addictive. Totally, utterly addictive. So this is my Cassandra. And it is red. I'm at a thing with red lately. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. We don't have a bowl, so I can't, you know, charge. I don't have that. This is Cassandra. Let me see. Okay, here's a cable. It's a simple 4x4 cable. I put my hand. Oh, hey, how's that? Okay, there's the cable. And here is the lace panel. And it goes throughout Cassandra. And I'm loving it. If you're looking for a free pattern and you want to try one that the setup is challenging, but nothing else is challenging. Just a second. Cassandra, where'd you go? Oh, there she is. Hang on. You know, when I'm home by myself, I can talk and figure things out. But when there's another person in the house, you kind of like, should I? You know, I've got to be quiet, or, you know, I think I should keep more things to myself when I'm not by myself. Yeah, that's hard. Cassandra is done by Teresa Liu. I recommend it. I recommend it highly. It is fun. It is not the fastest knit up ever. And if you really like the rest rows, you know, the purl backs, there isn't there. You have I mean, you have to look out for your knits on your pearl side because you have them. You know that one. You have those in between the cables and the lace are different stitches, so you have to watch out. But I have found I can knit on Cassandra and watch television. Now, am I watching something that's totally riveting? No. I am watching television to be social. I don't like television. I don't think I ever will. We have a love-hate relationship. I will watch it to keep my family company and be social, but I ain't liking it. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm not a television person. And I know there's a lot of people out there that like television. Go for it. It ain't me. It's not me. It's not me. But that's neither here nor there. We all have our likes and our dislikes. The last work in progress is Gimli. There should be a warning label on this thing. Can be addictive. Now, Gimli is done by Claire Ellen, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely positively loving it. But it's not a knit that I can just keep doing, I have to put it down. I really have to put it down. But I'm getting a fair amount of progress on this, and I'm happy with it. So, Gimli is done on size 2 needles. And don't ask me the millimeters. Oh, you'll tax my brain. It's probably 3 millimeters, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. But I am knitting it out of Patton's Croy Socks. Is it done in the flax colorway? I am so happy that it is not a number, that it is actually a name. Because between you and me, I'm getting really sick of the numbers. Ooh, what color is that? Oh, 1005 or 7 or... That's not a color. A color is a name. I'm old-fashioned. Yes, I know. But a color is a name, not a number. And if you work for a yarn company and you're going like, well, lady, I'll name it whatever I darn well please. Well, be prepared that you may name your colors anything that you like, including numbers. But if I see a number, I'm going to guess a name, color name, and it will have an alias. Because I can't think of any of these with a number. Sorry. I just can't. That's my old-fashioned brain. Okay, Gimli. Gimli. Oh, there you are. I am happy with Gimli. Now, I had to restart because I did the large sock. And smart me had said, John. And he's like, oh, no. And I said, yes. Try it on where you want it to go up. Because if it's too small, I'm going to have to go up size needles. If it's too big, then I'm going to have to go down size needles. Or there's 2 sizes in the pattern, small or large, or medium and large. And I thought, I'm just going to go from here. I looked at it. It was nearly a pair of knee socks for him. And he goes, I don't like them that far up. And I said, I don't blame you. So I'm doing the small, size 2 needles. But isn't that pretty? And I blame Sadie from the Yarnivore podcast, yes. I watched her Gimli socks and I kept on thinking, oh, I would love to do those socks. I would love to do those socks. But when would I have the time? Well, my dear, I thought I was going to make time, for my birthday and everything. And I thought I'll just, take a half an hour every day, something that I really want to do, and Gimli socks would be it. Gimli is now really saving my brain because it's nice to work on Gimli and not think about other things. The world will creep in, but Gimli, I I absolutely love the Gimli socks. And they look really good in gray. They really, really do. But the husband is totally, utterly happy with them, which is... Whew. I have a couple more repeats of this. And I'm probably going to do the cluster. I'm going to do another one of these. I got a frog in my throat. Terrible. It sounds like my voice is very cracky. But I'm going to do another one of these tonight, and then I'll put it aside. And probably before I podcast, I'll do a little bit more. But I thought I was going to have a hard time memorizing this little thing. Very predictable, which I like in a pattern. And it is going swimmingly. Going swimmingly. And most everything I am tucking in my back. Oh, I love this. I'm just tucking it in, and when I have to go somewhere, it goes in the passenger seat of the car. It's a gray car. A gray interior. It's a blue car, but it's gray interior. I had the bag. I went to park I had to run something to Justin or something, and I had my knitting bag with me. And so I had it in the passenger seat, and I'm like, okay, time to go. And a lady I've known for about 2 years saw the van pull up, and she came up and she said, I thought you had mice in your car. Because all she saw was the mice. And she goes, there's eyes and everything. And she goes, I had to take 3 looks. I'm like, well, I guess she had to kind of be there, but it was funny. She was having a really bad day. She needed a laugh. And I always need a laugh. I mean, even when you're not having a down day, would you ever refuse a laugh? Not me. Okay. I'm going to try to clear my voice because it's cracky and it's terrible and it's bothering me. I'm hoping I'm not getting the cold that Rachel had. She still got the cough. For 2 weeks, cough, bark, 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 bark. And the poor kid's like, I am ready to just run away from my cough. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of ready for you to run away from it too. Because it was bad. So, I have been enabled. And I have to wind something up, sorry. Because I already dived into my enabling. That's why I couldn't show you one of my finished objects. Yes, I have been enabled. Last week, Jackie had messaged, and she said, I'm destashing. Would you like anything? And I'm like, I've been in a sock knitting craze lately. Sock yarn would be nice. And so she sent sock yarn. And this one was kind of on the top when I pulled everything out. And have you ever... First glances are everything. And I went, ooh. Yeah, I really did. I mean, it was, ooh. And this was, okay, that was the sock. Now, better cover that up because I think it's a pay pattern. Okay. Okay, how's that? Okay. That sock. I didn't like a part of, I didn't like the purl in there, but I could not get the pattern out of my brain. So, not last night, the night before, I had been doing good up until Tuesday night when I was like, my brain's melting, I need sock knitting, just plain sock knitting. I can't work on anything patterned, I just need to knit. My brain was like, I had enough. So Tuesday night, I started this. And I really, really like how the pattern goes up. That's what I took out of the pattern that was sent with the sock yarn. I love this. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, and it's quirky, it's me, but like y'all know, I don't do full socks, I do footies. I'm thinking for the next sock of starting with a blue toe and just completely reversing it. Hey, I mean, they're my socks. If I want to do it reverse, I'm going to. And I thought, okay, I cast off last night, and I thought, if I still have it in my mind, I'm going to do it. The more I look at it, I've had it on the sock blocker. I keep on walking by it, and I'm going like, I want one with a blue toe. No one's going to look at them but me. Yeah, I do wear them with my Crocs. But, look, if somebody's looking at my feet that much, they'll get a giggle out of it. And I sure know I'm going to get a giggle out of it. So, the next sock that I do, this is what I'm going to be sticking in my purse, is a blue toe with a white heel. And I'm looking at the yarn, and I'm thinking I have enough for 2 of them. So, and I really like this. This is Regia Stretch. And they give me a number, so I'm not even going to bother with a number. Nope. It's blue. Blue. I enjoyed it. I could not put it down when picking up kids, walking to get the kids. I love to be able to walk, and knit socks. Because if I'm walking, I've got to be doing something else. So, blue and white. Blue and white. Stretch. Ooh, and it stretches. I was knitting on it, and I was just about ready to bind off. And John looked at it, he goes, "Is that stretchy?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, let me see that for a second." He goes, "Oh, wow, I like that." So it's got 2 thumbs up. Okay. And Jackie threw in another pair of socks. Now, John's birthday is in July. And I said, would you like a 4th of July sock? He goes, no. And that's okay, because I want them. I was hoping he would say no. So, my next socks are going to be 4th of July socks. I'm going to work on socks and the Gimli socks side by side. And hang on. That was not it. I would have able more. And I love Patton's Core socks. I really do. I have knit with them for quite some time, and I absolutely love them. The only thing, okay, I got 2 Gentry Gray, and they're going to be a pair of socks for John. And I have 2 Coal, okay, so 2 each of these. And I found sock patterns in Ravelry that are screaming John. So, I am going to be a sock knitting fool, but I won't be a happy person. Jackie, thank you. You rescued me big time. Because one cannot live knitting shawls alone. There's a downside to this. I have not picked up Leaves of Grass. It's been in a timeout. I don't know why. It's not going badly. It's just a little bit much in my lap right now, and I am waiting for people to catch up on the Even Star, and then I will pick that back up. But I'm kind of liking knitting on the Even Star, knitting on Leaves of Grass, knitting on socks, and then the other shawls that I have. But I have a lot on my needles. Yeah, I do. It's kind of like a juggler trying to keep all the balls in the air. I'm like, wow. Yeah, wow. But I'm having fun. And so far, I'm pretty de-stressed. So, Trying to get a lot off my needles. Stress. Ooh, I think I'll keep everything on the needles and keep the stress out of my life. When you gotta weigh both of them, I don't really need stress in my life. I mean, between you, me, and the apple cart, I know the beast and I know what stress can do. So, yeah, knitting is better than stress any days. Okay, well, it looks like I have chit-chatted past what I thought I would. I thought 30 minutes, that's going to be it. But anytime I get chatting with y'all, I tend to chat longer than I think. It's just the way it goes. So I will tell you what Catherine and Lindsay usually do. So I'm going to be a good mom, and I'm going to say, please leave a comment. Oh, there goes my voice again. Ooh, reason for chai. Hey, take a scratchy voice and a cup of chai, not a problem. Please, not just us, leave a comment, leave an iTunes rating. I don't know how to do iTunes, but do the voodoo that iTunes lets you do on iTunes for podcasters all around, not just us. You know, share the love. We all really enjoy hearing from you. And I've been blessed with messages and plurks, and they're right in my heart. And, you know, thank you very much. You don't know how much I need you. Okay. I hope you had a laugh or two, and I hope you come back next week. Now, Catherine will be off spring break. Yay! Because I've missed her podcast too. So she'll be back next Monday. Lindsay is tomorrow. She's tomorrow. And as soon as I say goodbye to you, I'm going to sign off, go upstairs, and get you on the computer upstairs and put you on Blip. Blip's not been so nice lately. No, it's not been so nice, but we're working. I have my knitting, and I'm going to get you up on Blurk. Blurk. Okay. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope everything goes your way, and I hope you get plenty of knitting time in, because guess what I'm going to do while Blip is doing what it does? I'm going to knit a bit. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye.